Well, as you could probably guess, we want to maintain manual transmission status on our flatbed, but that T19 4-speed wasn't going to cut it anymore. Like we said before, we wanted to improve both drivability and reliability on this rig. And we're going to do that with one of the transmissions that you see here on the table that we got from American Powertrain. As a matter of fact, Robert Hall from American Powertrain is here to tell us about them. Robert, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, thanks for having us over. So, getting an engine's always fun. That's glamorous, but you're not going anywhere without a transmission. So we have 3 different transmissions that work great in truck projects, but you have to figure out, what am I doing with my project? Where am I going with it? And that's how you narrow down what you're going for. So if you're going to tow something, the 40-50 5-speed, that's your transmission. Very strong, 600 foot-pounds of torque, built like a tank.
But that won't work with our project.
Not with this one.
One of these will, right?
Right, so going over to something that you're going to be using on the street, 2-wheel drive, you have the TKX 5-speed or the Magnum 6-speed. The 5-speed, fantastically strong, also 600 foot-pounds of torque. Also, it will shift at 8,000 RPM, and it's buttery smooth, quick, crisp, and a very, very compact design. So fantastic for anywhere you want to put it. And then when you get into something like maybe a C10, it's much tighter space, great fit there. Then the Magnum, 2 overdrives instead of 1, so 7,000 RPM.
Having an overdrive is great. Having another overdrive is even better. I noticed you've got the shifter mid-mounted here too.
Right, so the shifter location would have been back here. We moved it up here for the truck applications. That's one thing American Powertrain does, is we make these fit your project, instead of you making your project fit the transmission.
Now, getting it installed, that's the big question, right?
Yes. Having a transmission is great, but you have to make it fit. But if you're taking a 64 Ford and you're going to put an FE in it, you have a 587 rear end, you have to have the parts to make it fit.
Yep.
And that's another place where American Powertrain really ups the game, because we have everything from clutches and flywheels to make things bolt up to your engine, to the cross member to hold the transmission. This clutch has to be operated, and you don't want to do it with a mechanical linkage. So this nice inline hydraulic bearing that's made in the US, great product. You can operate that with a master cylinder that is built into a pedal assembly.
Well, I better get going, and I am going to hit you up on the drive shaft once we get all that measured. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Oh, most welcome. And since you are helping save the stick, have a Blackout Series t-shirt.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.